You guys, I was going to do this video, but my voice is shaking because I'm cold. It's 46 degrees. I am such a baby. Like, I didn't turn my car back on because I'm cold. I don't know how I did it when I lived in upstate New York. It was like literally 40 below zero, and I was like wearing skirts and not nylons. And this was not like back in the day where you had those cute little leggings that looked like nylons, like legit nylons. And I'm freezing. Like, what is wrong with me? I'm such a baby now. But anyway, I saw this video that really sparked my interest in telling you guys this, because I couldn't stitch it because she doesn't allow stitches to her videos, which is fine. I do the same thing for mine. I don't like people doing that. It just seems weird to like take my video and then make your own thing about it. But she brought up a really good point, which was talking about buyer agents charging an admin fee to their buyer for the transaction. So let's break that down a little bit. And this is what makes me so nervous about this, okay? So basically, when you are helping a buyer sell a house, or excuse me, buy a house, you're having a buyer sell. Anyway, excuse me, let me take a minute. When you have a buyer's agent representing you to purchase a home, they are going to charge you a commission. And from the proceeds of that commission that they receive from you at closing, or from the proceeds of the sale, whether you have the seller pay you a concession to pay your buyer's agent, that's a whole other how that works exactly. But at the end of the transaction at closing, your agent's going to get their commission. And from the proceeds of that commission, they are going to pay their broker. They're going to pay like E&O insurance and any admin fees, their teller or transaction coordinator if they had one, anything that they have to pay as part of their commission. Okay, and so what's happening, this lady was talking about in her video, is that admin fee was like $400 that their broker charges the agent. They actually charge their buyer for. So the buyer, you'll get what's called the Alta settlement statement. It's basically a long balance sheet that shows everything the seller's paying, like it's a credit and debit line, and then same thing for the buyer. And it's going to have like, you know, your loan that you're getting, your closing costs that you're going to bring, and then the seller, any concessions that they're paying will be a debit on their side and a credit on your side. So just kind of checks and balances. And so this is also why I go with my buyers. And if we want to have like a Zoom meeting to go through each line item so you understand what each one is, I am happy to do so, because there is so much room for error and room for people to take advantage of you, especially if it's their first time buying a home, because there's so much to do and know that it's very easy to feel like you're being taken advantage of, even if you're not. Okay, I'm not saying that all agents are bad, because, you know, people like me, like I am here to help you and do the best that I can to my abilities to help you. I truly believe that's what I need to do for you and help you. I'm not going to screw you and take admin fees and all these things. I'm going to set charges, set commission, the end. And then I'm going to pay my broker all the things. Okay, so, and to me, it's like, agents, how shame on you for doing that. What are you going to do next? To start charging them gas money? Like, come on. You are a business owner. You took on this responsibility to pay for everything up front. Pay your broker from the proceeds of your commission. If you don't like that, get out of the freaking industry, because you're ruining everyone else's reputation as a real estate agent by doing these little things and nickeling and diming your clients, and they have no idea that you're doing it. It's super shady and unethical, in my opinion. Now, I know there's probably ways that you can do that where, for those of you buyers that are listening to understand, when we do that buyer representation agreement, there are a few ways that the buyer's agent can charge their commission. For me personally, I just do the flat commission, 2.5%, 3%, depending on where we're located, but just a flat commission. Now, there is an option on there where they can charge like a specific dollar amount per transaction. And I imagine they probably use something like that to charge this admin fee. So just be very leery when you're going through that buyer representation agreement. This is why it's so crucial that you have that initial consultation and you have that sit down meeting with your buyer's agent, and not do it on the hood of their car. Like, here, sign really quick right here so I can show you this house and be legal. No. You want to sit down with that agent, really make sure that you like the agent, ask questions, like almost try to irritate them just to see how they handle it. And if they're snippy and annoyed and rude, unless that's fine with you and you don't care if they're like that, that's one thing. But if they're like that and you don't appreciate that, that is your sign that they're not the agent for you. Okay, so I'm kind of digressing here, but be paying attention. Look at that settlement statement at the end. You should get it in California here. We get it from our title company about 3 days before closing. So that gives you enough time to kind of look through and just, if you don't understand a line item, ask. You can ask your title agency or company. You can ask your, usually have your escrow officer that will be coordinating things with you. So you'll be able to talk to them. Talk to your agent. Talk to your lender. If it's a fee from your loan, you really want to make sure you understand what you're paying for. And I know it's tedious, and I know by this time you've had so much paperwork and reports and things that have been thrown at you, you're just on information overload. But the Alta settlement statement, that is the final thing that's telling you how much you're paying and what you're paying. So really pay attention to that, okay? And find an agent that can explain these things to you and is not nickeling and diming you and taking admin fees that they should be paying from the proceeds of their commission check, not having you pay it. Okay, that's not ethical. Oh my gosh, I don't know how these agents are getting away with this. If you're an agent charging an admin fee, how are you doing this legally? Because that's just so shady and awful. I don't understand how you're getting away with that. How is the title company saying, oh yeah, that's fine? What are you doing? Are you guys charging the commission on the percentage and then also charging your admin fee on top of that? What are you doing out there? This is madness. Quit doing that. You're making everybody look bad. So if you have any questions, let me know. I probably just stroke up 5,000 questions for you. I don't know, but I'm hoping that I'm trying to just make it transparent, make you educated, make you understand the process so that you don't get screwed over. Okay, because I understand. It feels like you're getting screwed over constantly, especially when you're in over your head. You've got so many documents, you don't know what the heck they are, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you. And don't just take my word for it. Educate yourself too. Get the information. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Double check, fact check me. I would love that you would do that. I'd be honored that you fact check what I say to make sure that it makes sense and it lines up with what's going on in the industry, okay? So that is my goal for you. Get educated. Don't just take one person's word for it. Make sure that you're putting your best foot forward as a consumer, okay? In any industry, not just real estate. So have a great day, friends, and bye.